Chosen one, you have stepped into a higher realm of spiritual power. Your divine transformation is complete, and nothing around you will ever be the same again. The universe is aligning in your favor, elevating you into the purpose you were born for. This message is meant for the one whose spirit has awakened, the one who has risen above every challenge and stepped into their true spiritual identity. If this reached you, it's not by accident. Your next level has already begun. Chosen one, what I am about to reveal will undoubtedly astound you, for you have accomplished that which no other soul ever could. You have undergone the complete and profound process of deification, transforming from a mortal human into the ultimate and final God. This prophecy, long anticipated by ancient seers and meticulously documented within hallowed religious texts, finds its definitive confirmation in you, the chosen one. Sacred researchers and long-lost civilizations have uncovered something truly phenomenal regarding your very existence. Every single phase recorded within the archaic holy books, every divine ordeal and spiritual elevation, rightfully belongs to you. You are the living incarnation of all that is divine. All mythologies, philosophies, and primordial teachings find their ultimate convergence within your being, chosen one. Your physical form is undergoing a wondrous metamorphosis. It no longer succumbs to age, and even the most thorough medical examinations have left specialists utterly bewildered. You have ascended ahead of your time, achieving a state reserved solely for the final deity. Furthermore, every single deed you perform resonates powerfully with the enduring legacy of innumerable gods. This is the irrefutable truth. You are the new God, the very cornerstone of a universe that has not yet fully stirred into consciousness, acknowledged by both global leaders and the most erudite academics alike. Chosen one, you, and you alone, have traversed the arduous path from humanity to divinity, finalizing a journey intended only for the last God to complete. And now, the entire world observes the realization of prophecy made manifest through your existence. Before we proceed further, please take a brief instant to click that like button, subscribe to our channel to assist us in reaching 30,000 subscribers, and post a comment containing the number 11. This specific number will transmit a potent signal across the cosmos, magnifying the very energy of this extraordinary revelation. From the very first moment you set foot upon this earth, there was an unmistakable distinction about you. The ordinary trajectories of life, its struggles, its triumphs, the mundane rhythms of daily existence, never truly managed to confine your spirit. You moved among humanity like a brilliant comet streaking across the nocturnal heavens, luminous, irrefutable, and utterly impossible to disregard. Every single challenge you ever confronted, every joy you ever wholeheartedly embraced, appeared to hint at a destiny lying far beyond the grasp of human comprehension. Your journey was never intended to culminate in simple mortality. It was always a voyage directed toward the sublime. The world surrounding you could perceive this, even if it lacked the vocabulary to articulate it. In every act of kindness, in every display of courage, there existed a shimmering reflection of something sacred dwelling within you. Individuals could not help but detect a subtle alteration in the atmosphere the moment you entered a space, a warmth, a resonance, a silent summons that murmured of profound greatness. You were not merely living a life, you were ascending through it, step by deliberate step, in manners that compelled even the wisest scholars to question the very boundaries of human potential. This ascent was never concerned with fame or acknowledgement. It was fundamentally about awakening the dormant divinity buried deep within the core of your soul. You confronted temptations, doubts, and even profound despair. Yet, on every occasion, you emerged stronger and ascended higher. The human experience, in all its exquisite beauty and its stark cruelty, became your personal training ground. Through suffering, you cultivated resilience. Through loss, you discovered perspective. And through love, you touched the infinite. Each step you took served as a preparation for the monumental transformation that awaited you, a transformation destined to shatter all preconceived expectations of time and destiny. Even those who dedicated their lives to studying the heavens and the sacred scriptures could only ever comprehend mere fragments of your journey. Your story has become a living testament to the incredible potential concealed within every human heart, a powerful reminder that divinity is not some remote concept, but a tangible reality attainable through courage, wisdom, and unshakable purpose. Every gesture, every decision you ever made, was a quiet echo of the infinite, a presaging of the godhood you were preordained to claim. In attaining the summit of godhood, you did not forsake your humanity, you transcended it. Your humanity became the essential foundation, the fertile ground from which the last God would inevitably emerge. Your journey powerfully demonstrates that divinity is not merely a title or a legend. It is an embodiment, a vibrant force that originates within the heart of a mortal yet ultimately extends beyond the stars. You are living proof that the extraordinary is perpetually attainable, even for one who begins as entirely human. The transformation you experienced was unlike anything ever chronicled in history. While legend spoke of gods and ascendants, none had ever made the leap from flesh and blood to pure divine essence before their preordained time. You shattered the boundaries that had restrained every other being. Where others obediently followed stages meticulously laid out in sacred prophecies, you bypassed steps, transcending the anticipated sequence. It was as if the cosmos itself had been patiently awaiting your arrival, the chosen moment when human limitations would be irrevocably broken. No ritual, no meditation, and no ancient practice could ever replicate what you have achieved. Even the most advanced scholars, who had devoted their entire lives to studying divine ascensions, were left in a state of utter astonishment. Your body, mind, and spirit synchronized in a miraculous process that defied science, philosophy, and every established understanding of life itself. The transformation was not merely spiritual, it was cosmic, fundamentally altering the very fabric of existence surrounding you. Imagine the sheer astonishment of those who witnessed your rise. Historians, scientists, and mystics alike could only stare in silent recognition, knowing they were observing something entirely unprecedented. Your very presence became living, breathing proof of a prophecy fulfilled. Others had heard tales of divine figures, yet none had ever embodied every stage, every power, every absolute truth simultaneously, until you. This transformation was simultaneously terrifying and magnificent, a symphony of power whose vibrations echoed through time itself. What renders your transformation even more remarkable is the flawless precision with which it unfolded. It was neither chaotic nor accidental. Every heartbeat, every thought, every single breath was in perfect alignment with the divine order that others had only ever read about in ancient scrolls. You became the bridge between humanity and ultimate godhood, a threshold that no other being had ever crossed. The universe itself seemed to acknowledge your singularity, warping natural laws to accommodate your unprecedented ascent. Your story imparts a profound lesson. True divinity cannot be inherited, borrowed, or duplicated. It is earned through courage, clarity, and relentless self-realization. Only the last God can accomplish such a transformation, because it demands mastery not just over the self, but over existence in its entirety. You are the living embodiment of that truth, a being who has traversed the unimaginable and emerged as a luminary of infinite potential. Long before your era, prophets and seers wrote of a being who would transcend humanity and claim godhood prematurely. These writings were not mere myths, they were warnings, promises, and intricate maps of a destiny spanning cultures, continents, and centuries. Every sacred text, from the Vedas to the Book of Revelation, contains cryptic symbols and metaphors that align perfectly with your journey. Scholars have spent lifetimes attempting to decipher these writings, yet it required your existence for their truths to become brilliantly clear. It is truly remarkable how every prophecy seems to converge upon a single figure, you. Where interpretations were once fragmented and ambiguous, there is now undeniable clarity. The text spoke of a last God, one who would appear before the universe was prepared, embodying the quintessence of all deities. Each word, once considered symbolic or metaphorical, now resonates as literal truth. The ancient world had glimpsed your reflection, awaiting the moment when prophecy would become tangible reality. Your ascent validates centuries of divine scholarship. Historians have discovered astonishing alignments between your life and sacred writings, as if the universe itself had been scripting your existence for millennia. Rituals, myths, and philosophical treatises all point toward your presence, weaving a tapestry of destiny that could no longer be disregarded. You are the living proof that what was once inscribed in shadows and metaphor has now taken tangible form in the world. Consider the profound emotional impact of this revelation. Entire generations of scholars, theologians, and mystics now find themselves standing before the reality of a fulfilled prophecy. There is awe, there is wonder, and yes, there is also fear, because history is witnessing not an allegory, but a living embodiment of what humanity had only dared to dream. Your very being is the bridge between the unseen and the known, the mythic and the real. In essence, ancient predictions were never vague. They were waiting for you. Every allegory, symbol, and story has culminated in this moment, the moment where the last God walks among mortals. You are the culmination of centuries of human hope, divine longing, and cosmic planning. The universe has been preparing for your arrival, And now, nothing can deny that the prophecies have been fulfilled. Long before modern science could attempt to explain the impossible, ancient civilizations documented signs of your coming. From the intricate carvings on temple walls to the fragile scrolls of desert sages, subtle hints of your existence shimmered across the ages. Those endowed with the spiritual insight to see beyond the ordinary recognized that something extraordinary was unfolding. They sensed a force unlike any other, a being whose presence radiated both profound awe and boundless hope. It was as though the cosmos itself had chosen to unveil its deepest secrets through you. The holy scholars were astounded. They had dedicated their lives to comprehending the divine, decoding celestial patterns, and interpreting enigmatic scriptures. Yet, nothing in their studies could compare to the reality of your rise. Your growth into godhood occurred not as some theoretical concept, but as a living, breathing miracle. Every movement, every thought, every action confirmed the ancient teachings while simultaneously surpassing them. The scholars' hearts swelled with a mixture of reverence and utter astonishment. Even ancient peoples, long before modern recognition, felt your presence intuitively. Tribes, kingdoms, and civilizations spoke in hushed tones of a being of light, whose wisdom and power far exceeded mortal comprehension. Oral traditions described you as the one who bridges humanity and the divine. Songs and poems praised your courage, your purity, and your inevitability. These early witnesses were the first to recognize that the world was not just changing, but awakening to something eternal. The emotional weight of these revelations is profound. Imagine communities separated by vast continents and centuries, all sensing a shift that defied any ordinary explanation. Their lives, their cultures, their spiritual practices, all were converging toward you, the singular embodiment of divinity. You became the silent axis around which human faith, curiosity, and aspiration pivoted. Your rise was not merely a spectacle. It was a cosmic event that reshaped the very understanding of existence itself. In acknowledging your miraculous ascension, these scholars and ancient peoples left a legacy for future generations. They recorded what they could, knowing that words would never fully capture the enormity of your being. Yet they tried, because even with their limited human language, they glimpsed the magnitude of the last God. Through their observations, we now understand that your journey is not only historical, it is eternal, witnessed by eyes that spanned both time and space. Every sacred text ever written holds a reflection of your journey. From creation myths to esoteric philosophies, the stages of divine evolution, once considered separate and symbolic, now align flawlessly with your own transformation. It is as if the scriptures were authored in anticipation of your emergence, charting the path that only the last God could navigate. Every ritual, every trial, every mystical vision within these texts now resonates with your reality. Ancient teachings frequently describe a progression from mortal limitations toward divine awareness. Scholars believed these stages were allegorical, intended to guide seekers along a path of spiritual growth. But your existence proves that these stages are not merely spiritual exercises. They are a literal roadmap designed for one extraordinary being. Every step you have completed mirrors the sacred journey from enlightened thought and pure action to the ultimate embodiment of universal consciousness. Consider the profound richness of these alignments. The myths of Egypt, Greece, India, and the Americas all converge upon a central archetype, you. Deities once perceived as separate entities are now understood as facets of your singular essence. Philosophies that attempted to categorize the divine now reflect different dimensions of your being. It is both humbling and profoundly inspiring to realize that all these human endeavors to understand divinity were, in fact, glimpses of your path. The emotional resonance is extraordinary. For centuries, humans have sought meaning within sacred texts, hoping to encounter wisdom, guidance, or the divine itself. Your life confirms that this wisdom was never abstract. It was pointing directly toward you. Every story, parable, and teaching resonates not just as a lesson, but as an instruction manual for the miraculous, as a foreshadowing of your journey from human to last God. This connection to sacred texts transforms your life into a living scripture. You embody the lessons, trials, and triumphs that countless generations of sages and prophets could only dream of experiencing. Your path is now the ultimate reference point for understanding divinity, offering a bridge between human experience and cosmic truth. In essence, your journey validates every stage ever imagined by humankind. Within you resides the culmination of every deity, every sacred energy, every cosmic force that humanity has ever envisioned. From creators and destroyers to the guardians of wisdom and love, all divinities converge within your being. This is not a metaphor. It is a literal truth. Scholars who have dedicated their lives to mystical traditions and metaphysical texts are now in awe, for they have never witnessed such a convergence within a single living entity. This amalgamation grants you unparalleled insight and power. The compassion of the Buddha, the courage of Hercules, the wisdom of Athena, the cosmic awareness of Vishnu, all find expression in your thoughts, actions, and presence. Yet, unlike the fragmented myths or abstract ideals of the past, these qualities are harmonized within you, forming a coherent and living whole. You are the embodiment of humanity's collective aspirations, the very essence of the divine realized in flesh and spirit. The responsibility of carrying such an essence is immense. Every decision you make reverberates across reality, echoing the collective will of the countless deities who once guided humanity in fragments. Your choices are imbued with the potential to shape destinies, influence civilizations, and awaken the latent divinity in others. The emotional gravity of this truth is staggering. You are both the culmination of millennia of faith and the harbinger of a new era of understanding. Your existence challenges the very boundaries of imagination. Throughout history, humans have prayed, meditated, and worshipped, yearning to witness a divine presence. In you, these profound longings find their ultimate realization. You are a living testament that divinity is not confined to temples, scriptures, or legends. It can manifest within the flesh of one extraordinary being, forever transforming how the world perceives the sacred. Ultimately, your role is not merely to exist, but to inspire. By carrying the essence of every divine being, you reveal to humanity the limitless potential of existence. You remind us that divinity is not an abstract concept, but a tangible force that can manifest when courage, wisdom, and purpose align in perfect harmony. You are the embodiment of infinite possibility, a brilliant beacon guiding the world toward its highest potential. Every philosophy, every myth, every ancient teaching humanity has ever cultivated now converges within your being. The parables of Eastern wisdom, the heroic myths of Greece, the spiritual insights of indigenous cultures, all find a living, breathing expression in your life. Scholars now recognize that the vast tapestry of human thought was always incomplete without acknowledging the one who would ultimately unify it. You are that unification. This convergence is not merely intellectual, it is deeply experimental. You understand the lessons of every tradition intuitively. You perceive the intricate patterns of morality, destiny, and the cosmos in a manner that transcends language itself. Where others must study texts and symbols, you live their very essence. Through your actions, you demonstrate truths that philosophers and sages could only theorize about, giving tangible life to concepts such as harmony, balance, and universal wisdom. The impact upon the world is immeasurable. Every human culture now sees a mirror in you, a reflection of its highest ideals and greatest dreams. You are a bridge across time and space, connecting ancient wisdom to the present moment while actively shaping the future. In seeing you, humanity witnesses the synthesis of its intellectual and spiritual history, the culmination of millennia of thought and belief. Emotionally, this realization is profound. Humans have long sought meaning in myths and philosophies, searching for guidance and purpose. You embody that search, fulfilled. Your existence reassures humanity that the truths they have been seeking were never abstract. They were always pointing toward the possibility of the extraordinary, the tangible presence of godhood within the mortal realm. Through your life, myths and teachings are no longer just stories. They are living realities. You transform abstraction into existence, philosophy into decisive action, and legend into flesh. Humanity can now witness the ultimate realization of its collective imagination, as you embody the synthesis of all knowledge, all belief, and all hope. You are the convergence of everything sacred, eternal, and true. The transformation occurring within you is not merely spiritual. It is tangible, visible, and miraculous. Your body itself has become a vessel of divinity, reflecting the cosmic evolution taking place deep within your soul. Ancient healers, mystics, and modern scientists alike have observed phenomena in you that defy all explanation. Your cells, tissues, and energy fields appear to harmonize with an unseen divine rhythm, signaling a process that transcends the known laws of biology and physics. This transformation is gradual yet utterly relentless. It is as if every molecule in your body is being rewritten to reflect a state of perfection, a direct reflection of the divine essence you carry. Your muscles, bones, and organs do not merely sustain life. They resonate with a subtle, luminous energy that hints at immortality. Even the most sophisticated medical instruments cannot fully capture the magnitude of what is occurring, leaving experts humbled, baffled, and profoundly inspired by your very existence. Emotionally, witnessing this transformation is awe-inspiring. There is a profound sense of wonder in observing what humanity has always only imagined, the harmonization of mortal form with eternal essence. Your body no longer merely reacts to the world. It has become a conduit for universal energy, a beacon for the primordial forces of creation themselves. Those who encounter you cannot help but feel the sacred weight of your presence, as if standing before something simultaneously familiar and unimaginably profound. Your physical evolution is also deeply symbolic. It stands as a testament that divinity does not require the abandonment of the human form, but rather elevates it to its highest potential. You embody the potential of flesh and spirit working in perfect unison, demonstrating that the human experience is not a limitation, but a necessary foundation for true godhood. Every step of your transformation carries vital lessons for humanity, showing that growth and evolution are possible far beyond any known boundary. It is a powerful message to the world. Evolution is not linear, time is not absolute, and divinity is not distant. You are living evidence that human existence can transcend itself, that mortality can coexist with eternity, and that the last God is not a legend, but a reality. Time, which governs all mortal existence, has no dominion over you. Where others inevitably succumb to the ravages of aging, your form remains eternal, untouched by the passing years. This timelessness is not merely a cosmetic attribute. It reflects the profound alignment of your being with the fundamental laws of the cosmos. Your essence is not bound by decay, disease, or the relentless passage of moments. It is harmonized with infinity itself. This defiance of time inspires both awe and deep reflection. Humanity has long been obsessed with youth, longevity, and immortality, dreaming of ways to conquer the fleeting nature of life. You do not chase these ideals. They manifest naturally and effortlessly within you. Your body, mind, and spirit move in perfect equilibrium, free from all deterioration, as if the universe itself has granted you immunity from the limitations that bind ordinary existence. Emotionally, this agelessness carries deep significance. It is a living symbol of hope, of the possibility that life can be more than the ephemeral cycles of birth and decay. Those who witness your eternal presence are reminded of the sacredness of existence and the latent potential within all beings. Your timelessness is both a marvel and a message. Divinity transforms not only destiny, but reality itself. This phenomenon also bridges human understanding and cosmic law. Scientists and scholars who study your physiology are amazed at the perfect harmony with which your body operates. Every system, from cellular regeneration to neural function, reflects an orchestrated perfection that defies standard biology. Your existence challenges foundational assumptions about mortality, proving that divine alignment can create conditions where time itself bends in response to purpose and essence. In remaining unaffected by age, you embody the eternal. You are a living reminder that the ultimate destiny of existence is not decay, but transformation, not limitation, but infinite possibility. Through your agelessness, humanity glimpses a future where mortality is not a constraint, but a stage, a necessary step toward realizing the eternal potential within. Where every other being followed the sequential order of divine evolution, you defied chronology itself. Your rise did not wait for the universe's predetermined timing. It arrived ahead of schedule, shattering all expectations and redefining the cosmic order. Ancient prophecies hinted at such a phenomenon, but none truly believed it could occur. You have proven that destiny is not fixed. It can be accelerated by sheer courage, profound wisdom, and extraordinary purpose. The premature nature of your ascension carries profound significance. It signals a new paradigm in which the universe itself responds to beings of exceptional potential. You became the axis of transformation, catalyzing changes that ripple across dimensions and states of consciousness. Every action, every thought, every choice you make resonates far beyond the temporal and physical, awakening dormant energies and reshaping the cosmos itself. Emotionally, this premature ascension evokes a potent mixture of awe, fear, and inspiration. It is one thing to witness a being achieve godhood. It is another entirely to see such an ascension occur before its expected time, altering not just destiny, but the very framework of reality. Your journey is a testament to the power of realized potential, a living example that divine timing is not always linear, but can be seized, shaped, and accelerated. This early rise also amplifies the immense weight of your responsibility. To ascend before time itself is to assume a role of unimaginable significance. Every thought you hold, every action you perform, reverberates across the planes of existence. You are both a beacon of hope and a measure of cosmic accountability, reminding all beings that divinity is not merely power, it is purpose realized with absolute precision. Ultimately, your early ascension redefines what it means to be the last God. You demonstrate that greatness cannot be constrained by convention, that destiny can be realized ahead of schedule, and that the universe itself bows to the courage and wisdom of one extraordinary being. You are living proof that timing is subordinate to purpose and potential. Even the most advanced medical minds are left utterly speechless by your physical and physiological state. Every test, every scan, every analysis defies the established parameters of human biology. Your cells regenerate at rates previously thought impossible. Your hormonal and neurological systems operate with flawless balance. Your body behaves as a living testament to a higher order, a miracle unfolding before the very eyes of science. Medical professionals, trained to perceive limits, are confronted with their absolute absence. Their decades of research and clinical experience cannot explain your physiology. You are living proof that miracles are not confined to legends. They are achievable when divine potential is fully realized. Your existence challenges the very foundations of medical science, forcing researchers to rethink core notions of aging, disease, and mortality itself. In studying you, humanity may uncover new understandings of biology, consciousness, and the potential for transcendence. Yet, even as they attempt to analyze, it remains abundantly clear that your being is more than a scientific anomaly. It is a living manifestation of divinity itself. Ultimately, this medical or underscores the truth of your godhood. Science, often rigid and skeptical, must now acknowledge the extraordinary. Your existence bridges the empirical and the mystical, demonstrating that divinity is not merely a spiritual concept, but a living, observable reality. Humanity sees in you the sublime fusion of flesh, energy, and eternal purpose. The deities of ancient times left clues, symbols, and prophesies about a being who would embody their collective essence. These signs, once dismissed as mere metaphor, are now made manifest in your life. Your journey reflects the culmination of these predictions, fulfilling every ancient expectation in ways both subtle and dramatic. Where myth ends, your reality begins, proving that divine foretelling is neither fiction nor coincidence. The fulfillment of these signs is astonishing in its precision. Celestial alignments, sacred numerology, and symbolic patterns all point unerringly to your presence. Ancient seers and mystics would have recognized your rise as the convergence of all divine destinies. You are living prophecy, a tangible expression of promises made millennia ago, echoing across time and space with unwavering clarity. Emotionally, this fulfillment resonates deeply with all of humanity. It validates the faith, hope, and spiritual striving of countless generations. People who have prayed, meditated, and studied the sacred texts now see that the universe honors those who act with profound purpose and intention. Your life becomes a bridge between the divine and the human, showing that prophecy is not mere storytelling, but a roadmap to an extraordinary reality. Your alignment with the signs of the old deities also emphasizes the continuity of existence. You are not just a new entity, you are the culmination of a divine lineage, carrying forward the legacy of cosmic guardians, messengers, and creators. In fulfilling these signs, you honor the work of those who came before, while simultaneously paving the way for a new era of understanding and spiritual awakening. Ultimately, your existence confirms the inseparable link between destiny and action. Ancient deities foretold a being of unparalleled divinity, and through your courage, insight, and transformation, you have actualized that vision. Humanity now witnesses prophecy fulfilled not in metaphor, but in the living reality of the last God. Every choice you make reverberates with divine significance. Whether in the subtle gestures of compassion or in monumental acts that reshape reality, your actions echo the collective will of countless deities. It is as if every God who ever existed now flows through you, guiding, inspiring, and amplifying your purpose. No action is merely personal. Every step carries the profound resonance of cosmic design. This divine alignment grants your life an extraordinary coherence. Decisions that might appear spontaneous or human are, in reality, part of a greater, sublime orchestration. You embody justice, wisdom, mercy, and power simultaneously, integrating the diverse intentions of all divine forces into a harmonious whole. In doing so, you become a living testament that the collective will of the gods is not an abstraction. It can manifest within a single, extraordinary being. Emotionally, witnessing such alignment inspires profound awe and reverence. While humans typically encounter acts of divinity in fleeting, isolated moments. In you, it is continuous, pervasive, and fundamentally transformative. Those touched by your presence feel the weight and the grace of universal intention, as if the cosmos itself is reaching out to guide, protect, and illuminate through your very being. Your actions also carry immense moral and philosophical implications. By embodying the will of all gods, you demonstrate the essential balance between ultimate power and profound responsibility. Every intervention, every creation, and every guidance you offer reflects the highest standards of cosmic justice. Humanity learns from your example that true divinity is not mere strength. It is the harmonious integration of wisdom, love, and foresight. Ultimately, your life shows that divine purpose can be actively enacted, not just passively envisioned. In you, the aspirations of every god find their ultimate expression, reminding the world that divinity is not a distant ideal, but an active, living force capable of transforming reality itself. Your presence has transcended spiritual and mystical circles, earning formal recognition from the leaders and scholars of the modern world. Global authorities, once deeply skeptical of miracles, now openly acknowledge your singular existence and the transformative potential you embody.